And welcome back, everybody. We are at game 2 now between Cantaloupeme and Shton1. I'm Fury SK, and along with me for this glorious ride will be Danzer Dave.
Vohayo and welcome. It is indeed Cantaloupeme. So Putz, the first one was just a random red ring roll, but since Shton lost, like I said, loser's remorse, he opted to start with a red ring. And Cantaloupe had no objections to it, so we get it.
The first is the last time this one happens, but hey.
No, J. Dirk, I didn't get to choose anything. It's not swordless. Because y'all know what I would pick as my losing flag. Swordless.
If only your brick had survived. But anyways, we are off and running.
Well, and we're not running very far. Because we're currently on the left-hand side of Hyrule, and there's just not a lot there. What?
What do you want to bet that this is book 2? Yes. And lots of actual take any ones too.
Yeah. So fun fact about Kwe, question mark. What it really is a Spanish-speaking chocobo. For anybody who did not know that, now you know. I think it's pretty funny that both these guys are taking the same route when they had bombs. One of them, I would have thought one of them was going to go southwest to check that bomb spot. Since, you know, they did start with 8 bombs, and they started with either Trinkle's 5 or 6, or whatever messed up combination second quest does.
Well, it's definitely 6. Whether or not it's 4 or 5 is something we're going to find out about the same time as they do, perhaps.
Act question mark.
Now see, if I was running this and I lost game 1, that question mark would not be there.
I'd veto that. I'd make you work for
it. Speaking of questionable levels and questionable decisions, as we see a whole bunch of Gibdo running around in whatever level Cantaloupe's in, we also have a second level on Shton's side.
So I'm going to go out on a limb and say Cantaloupe's probably in... God, what room is this? Yep, that is definitely First Quest 3, and I'm going to say Cantaloupe's probably in First Quest 5? No, it can't be First Quest 5. I don't know where.
I was going to go with 4 initially on the first set of rooms, but, I mean, it's still kind of questionable. Because if you entered in the middle column, it was left side was one room, right side one room, and then it kind of zigzags from there.
I mean, the way this is shaping up, you would think that, you know, stuff's not randomized anymore.
Well, it could really shape up in the back half with shapes, too.
It could.
And we found a candle shop, which is actually something that is pretty darn important when your take any ones don't give you the freebie.
Yeah, that is true.
So those bombs were put to good use, as it was the bomb spot that's usually money making game of vanilla.
Yep. Yeah, they did Rethinking Answer and Zoa. So since Shton lost game 1, he opted to start with a red ring. So that is why we have a red ring start again.
Alright, looks like we're back in here. Was the sprite or the palette for level 3 kind of a greenish tint?
You're asking me to remember something that just happened 5 minutes ago. I don't remember. I'm here to commentate on the gameplay, not remember palettes. That's your job.
Send help chat.
You asked for me, you get me. So J Dirk saying it was a shade of gray. Now, if it was one of the 50 shades of gray, we don't know. But it was definitely a shade of gray. Ooh, 116 rupees for Canta on the Coast. Oh, I have to lobby for him to change his name to that. Canta on the Coast. I like that.
We'll see what's on the coast here in a minute.
More hearts.
That heart did not look like it wanted to stay on the raft spot, or the little raft image thing there at the dock.
I have a theory on that heart container when it does that. It attempted a screen scroll but got stuck. Or like a ladder clip, and it was just like, uh-oh. I'm a heart container. I got stuck.
We're entering at the bottom, and all 3 doors are open. That is a telltale sign of at least one dungeon I can think of.
Yeah. I also want to say that at this point, based on their starting locations on those dungeons, that the entrance is not shuffled.
In which case, RBG would definitely say it's level 7, but I would call 1.
I find it interesting that right now nobody's really willing to explore levels without a sword, even though they have bombs. Like, yeah, I think that's a mistake.
I think, well, I guess it depends on which one you run into. Maybe 4 with the, well, I guess 5 with the triforce and 6 with the triforce in hand. Maybe you don't want to go flying into those bigger dungeons, but if that was level 1, like I'm speculating, then that probably would have been somewhere that I would have considered a little bit, but I do get trying to get people weapons.
Also, we definitely have First Quest Overworld. That's been confirmed now, because of second quest or First Quest 2 being a dungeon. So, no needless bombing today.
Yeah, this is certainly a little bit less complicated than some of the mixed quests we just had, and instead of having 2 eyes for level 9, it's just the monocle.
Yep, just the monocle, and it definitely looks like it's all First Quest dungeons.
Yep, we're now guaranteed either first or shapes for the back half, so we'll see what we get once. I guess if you would have entered the second room, we might have had a shot at guessing it, but can't.
It could possibly still be not First Quest money based on what I remember of randomizer settings. It could be First Quest Overworld with Second Quest monies and stuff. That being said, I think Cantaloupe has found the second 100 secret, so it can't be.
Well, if it's First Quest in all 3 locations, it's going to be First Quest money always.
Okay.
Currency, the randomizer.
Like, we're getting a lot of exploration done. It's just, I think Shton will definitely try that level if he thinks it's level 1. I'm very surprised Cantaloupe didn't try that level. J Dirk. I didn't do it. It's not my fault. I did not roll this. This is not my blame today.
You can blame the exact same person for both of the seeds these 2 played tonight, in fact.
Yeah. Blame Fury. Oh, that's a nice pickup. So,
pretty useful, I would say. I don't think he's going to be looking for open caves now. He'll look for level 1.
So if I'm Shton and I think I have to win this, I think I have to be risky. I definitely check out this level to see if it's level 1. Like, there's no way around it. And it is level 1, of course. With the level 2, with level 2's 10-piece room in there.
That's pretty hilarious, actually.
right, well, let's see what Cantaloupe missed out on. A heart container. Okay.
So with the heart container on the coast and the heart container in the staircase, it means heart shuffle is 100%.
On. Ah.
Good news, white sword is white sword item and will most definitely be found by Shton at some point.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got red ring and all that sort of jazz. Bad news is, oh hey, look.
Hey, Kanta picking up the other sword.
Well, it's an antique. Maybe you can sell it later.
I mean, there's a different... Yeah, there you go. Just use the bomb, Shton.
That key is pretty important too, because he's key blocked out the top, so...
Yeah.
Very good thing to find in that room. You can progress a little bit further, maybe get a little lucky.
This more or less opens it up, though. Like, because once you go into the bottom room, there's just a lot of options left.
I was just waiting for you to say that and then have all three of those doors be key doors.
Right. Oh, another key. Yeah, that's definitely the better option by Stan, is just walking around. Fappy went back into the dungeon, left the dungeon, and... So, Shton now knows he's looking for 2 floor drops in this place we call level 1. And keys are jerks.
I don't think you'll see much confusion on either side with this overworld and dungeon layout as it is. Once they kind of see their vanilla shapes, formats, I think it's all but a race to the finish.
Welcome everyone from Bogey Stream. Welcome to round 2 of Cantaloupeme versus Shton in a nail-biting finish. Cantaloupe just outpaced Shton, and why are they back in the same rooms again? This game, it thinks it's funny, but it's not.
How about that 5-block room, giving him the map that we expected to see a drop or standing item in the first one?
So now I have my brain's trying to fry itself here. The map's normally not in that room, is it? No, that's a key normally. No, is that... No, that is the map, isn't it? Huh.
Yes, I think that's very circumstantial that you have gels and a 5 double block room in a map like that. But it is, it did definitely just happen.
Gurias? No, Pole's voice. But it's 3 of them. That's interesting. I wonder if the rooms are the same.
We actually fully pressed that flag on for this, so it should not, but I will perhaps consult with Fred later.
I don't know, Jamie. What were you talking about? A burrito, I guess? I don't know.
So Shton is going to eventually find his way to the Armos up there at the Lost Hills, and suddenly he'll be really happy that he checked Armos before dipping many of the other dungeons that he might find along the way.
Yeah. I want to say Cantaloupes in 4, based on that one room there. Look, actual combat! We have to kill things with our sword today. It looks like we're... those are some beefy orbitals. Yeah, that's what I meant. The room layouts. Yep, this is a block. This is a ladder block.
Yeah, that's definitely the T because of the map's location in the corner. And,
yep. And that is Cantaloupeme leaving 4.
So in case you're worried about ladder not being required, that dream's over.
It's okay though. You know why? Because there's freedom within, and there's freedom without. My music people will get that joke.
While the crickets pick up outside,
Look,
it looks like you can only go left in level 9. So I like that check, though.
Yeah, that makes sense. And there, by the looks of it, there's definitely no way around it. You can only go left in there.
Because if by some miracle you could have gone right in level 9, it would have immediately indicated to Shton that he had a shapes level 9 as opposed to a first.
Yeah, it would have been shapes back end. We still don't know though, because it could still be shapes on the back end. We haven't seen any other dungeons other than front half ones. The arrow I like arrow purchases. I really do.
You know, given that the book is for the hints in this, given that they all say the same thing, all the shops, I think that buying key, at least a key, but maybe even 2 keys there, would be a smart play, just in case you find another dungeon along the way and it has a couple key doors early. Give yourself a chance to maybe open a couple.
Yeah. Well, and especially because First Quest 5 is very heavy key use. If you end up with Second Quest 8 or First Quest 7, those are heavy keys as well. You know, there's a lot of situations where early key usage is, you know, optimal. What was I even saying? I'm having such a hard time paying attention today to my own train of thought here. Cantaloupe finding a level southeast of level 1, and where are we? We're not in First Quest. Oh, is this 8?
This looks like 8 because the palette to me alone, but I don't have 100% certainty of the palette given I don't remember what 3's was.
Well, 9 was green, so
it still does kind of look like 8 because you kind of progressed up that one column and there was like a jut out room to the right. But
yeah. It's hard to say. Now, I'd be dropping bombs all over the place and then... Okay. We'll get there, guys. We'll get the bomb eventually. Oh, what a trolly game.
That is actually kind of an important find, though.
No, this has to be 8, so you have to be able to... No, it's not 8. Where in the hunk... Are we in shapes now? Is this shapes
Not
territorial?
necessarily, because this is still potential for 5.
Oh, it's 5. It's 5 because... Yep. No, I'm dumb. That's 5 because of the bottom intersect room had the key drop in it. That's my fault. Sorry, I'm bad, chat.
I'm not exactly great at it, but once that T room showed up like that, that's kind of the easiest way for anybody picking up the game to kind of know that they're in level 5 is if that drop happens to be like that.
Yeah, so there's no reason to clear this room other than the fact you can possibly get a key out of it. Other than that, there's nothing important that's going to drop here. What? Okay, it's 5, Canto. It's 5. We promise.
Well, he's going to confirm that there, but I do think he will pick up on this being level 5 pretty quickly.
Well,
just sometimes it's a little disorienting without, having the labeling on him. But
lots of hearts, Mr. Cab. Just lots of hearts.
Yeah, we're not sure where the silvers are anymore because the red ring left 9. That flag is definitely 50-50'd into the off
So you have
position
to
for
bomb
this
left
race.
here? Like, you have to be able to bomb left, and then this has to be a staircase? Either here or up?
Did you check the first room to the right? I think
That's a
that.
good question.
I think that also could be it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
on the
think you're
lookout
right.
for some sort of item or something out of 3 for Shton. Meanwhile, but Shton's not able to really find much of anything yet.
Yeah, that's a rough feeling. Burning a key here. Oh gosh, burning 2 keys. Ugh.
Well, this is a potential drop room with something in it, so maybe he'll get a key here or something useful, or more bombs.
Oh, and now you're paying hearts or I'd pay a heart here. My rupees are much more important than that heart container at this point. I've picked up white sword item.
I would almost agree with you, but since he does know it's first quest money, I think it's okay for him to decide to go ahead and drop them.
Yeah. So that's Zelda's room. Or it's the staircase room. Yeah. It's one of those 2 rooms.
It has to be the
Oh,
right
yeah.
one, and it's because of this silly room right here.
Yeah, it has to be. This game, man. This game is just awful.
For those of you at home not playing in this tournament is not very easy at all to kind of navigate through. You have to process a lot of different things going on because any flag can be on or off.
Oh boy, Vanilla Raft. Good job, Fury.
Well, I mean, do we blame me for that, or do we go after the creator for that one?
It's your fault. And the worst part is you do have to clear this room, because it's a drop room. But yeah, it's your fault, for sure.
Okay, not any flag. I mean, otherwise Blackout would be in the mix and all that sort of stuff, but a lot of flags are randomized. We'll go with.
Hasn't he cleared all this already? I can't remember what he's cleared. This can't be anything good because it's a dark room.
Well, he has the Goma that's in the one room, and he can't clear that out, so I'm kind of concerned that that might be the floor drop.
Yeah.
And if he cleared that room, I think, well...
Well, he didn't clear this
one. Maybe it has standing drop.
This one does have a drop in it. The desert room is not a standing drop because that's Manhandle's room. And it looks like Tringles are in their rooms again. So if I'm making any sort of if I'm a betting man here, I'm looking for any floor drop where a boss is, and I'm looking for item rooms, and I'm bolting.
Yeah, my strategy in this format is if I find 1 or 2, will I look around? Sure. Otherwise, I'm just bolting every single time I can get a triforce. But that being said, there's a ladder block in 4, so I can get why Cantaloupe is looking at some of the other dungeons, hoping to find a ladder.
Yeah, Charles, he already had the no, Fappy, you can't get it yet. Yeah, they started with 5 and 6. So that's why he already had the Tringle from there. I mean, I'd go back to 1 if I were Shton. Just because he knows he's missing 2 items from there. And he knows where it is. And he can do the Wrath checks.
Yeah, in both Cantaloupe's situation and in Shton's situation, I would definitely be looking at any of the lower dungeons for the items if I was going to dig. I don't think that there's any real reason to go flying into, say, level 7 or 8. But hey,
No.
we get to see some good tech here.
Yep. We are HUD wrapping to level 8, which has door repair charges. I don't think Shton's picked up on that it's a guaranteed first quest right now. Alright, so this is where Cantaloupe left. He got a lot of keys out of 5, which is normally the case in 5. 5 is very key heavy.
Yep, and even with the dungeons rolling potentially all first quests, they do have to check every single one of the potential push block rooms, because the staircase flag is set to 50-50 and it can migrate into first quest dungeons from just about anywhere.
Yeah. So now I'm wondering, you remember that room that Shton couldn't clear?
You're asking me to remember something from 5 minutes ago, Dave.
I know. I'm recalling it this time, so you don't have to. It's okay.
Are we talking about Shton in level 3 with the Goma block?
Nope, this room right here. This is where you would normally find a drop at in level 1. This is the boomerang room. What if it's an item? That would really be scary.
What if it's vanilla boomerang?
Okay, so I think this does confirm my theory that you don't want to clear any room that there's not a first quest item drop in, or where the heart container can be.
Yep, normally this would be dire straits time for Shton1, but hey, we still have that potential 50-50 Zelda, so it may just be a triforce into 9 raid. In fact, if this was any of like the last 4 or 5 tournaments we ran, I could almost guarantee you of who would be way ahead in this situation.
What level is Shton in?
That is a risk I can't take. That looks like
7?
Where did he enter from? In the middle?
I don't know. But that drop room doesn't appear very often, with the 2 fireball shooters and a drop in it.
I think it's 6, but I could be wrong.
Well, we'll find out. It was 6. Because Shton didn't get any increase in his Tringles. Yep, it's 6.
And that's the that's the foot, and he took the transport. So yeah, that makes sense.
This is normally... What room is this? This is normally a map or a compass or something? I'm a little worried that room drops aren't shuffled. Can I be honest, Fury? Queh?
The more it happens... Oh, hey, speaking of...
Well, poor Freedom Fighter was trying to get a meat block Zelda, and not today. Well, there could be another meat block in 9.
If there is another old man 2 rooms up from that, I guess it could kind of be a trolley diamond staircase in between with or no, it doesn't even have to be. This transport takes you up there, so it could be a meat block to like 2 rooms still.
Yeah, we know. Yeah. Oh, whistle. That's cute. Oh, well, this is unfortunate. That's not a level. This is a useless whistle today. It's not good.
I think that's Terra's theme from FF6/3.
Oh, yeah, this whistle is just... So it's whistle to unbeaten dungeons, but whistle to original dungeon locations. What kind of janky whistle is this?
Well, knowing that, you still can check some stuff like level 4 that you don't have a raft for if you're Cantaloupe.
This is the jankiest whistle I've ever seen.
Oh, you weren't there for the race where it was all triforces and the Whistle to Unbeaten Dungeons where it just did nothing?
No, we did that. We've had that happen before. I think this is the best combination, the Whistle to Unbeaten Dungeons and Whistle to Original Dungeon locations, because it's just useless. Like, it does get you to certain places, but it doesn't take you to any part of Death Mountain at all. It doesn't take you any part to the... So it can't take you to 5, it can't take you to 6, which are two of the bigger ones you want to get to. It can't take Shton1. It can take him to 2, it can take him to 4. He has a raft for 4. It can take him to 7, which is, the same as 3, and then 8, which is it's all in the lower half. Everything transporting is on the lower half of Hyrule. You can't touch the upper part with that whistle.
As far as the question in chat about the legit bait block, we actually don't know if it's legitimately blocking an item in between there. It's not required for the Triforce, though.
Wow, these layouts are just brutal today.
Playing shoots and ladders without a ladder is kind of not fun.
No. You're just playing shoots and you'll eventually just slide back to start. I actually consider this to be a... not more difficult, a more cumbersome random percent. I wouldn't call this light. I'd call it more cumbersome because you do have to get 8 Tringles guaranteed.
Important note to make here, by the way, is Shton's blocked out of a good chunk of rooms up in this level 6 because he has no keys left.
Yeah. He has to go into 5 to find keys, I think.
Looks like Cantaloupe has found the raft that Shton got out of level 3 a while back, so he's quickly matching all the items and then some given the silver arrow find at level 1.
Bait blocked both is funny. The worst, honestly, is a bait blocked Zelda. And it's just because if you don't have that bait, now you're spending, after an hour or so's worth of time, you have to remember, if you didn't write down your bait location, where it is. So if I were Shton in this level, I'd be looking for the Goma room in 6. And I wouldn't bother clearing too much else in here.
I don't know anymore. I mean, he's got to clear a couple rooms for keys still, right?
I wouldn't bother with 6 with keys. It's not a heavy key dungeon. Oh, look at those low HP Gibdos. Like, I just think 6 is more effort than it's worth right now, and it's just because you already have the Triforce. You know you have to go to 2, 3, and 8 still. Or at least 2 and 8 are still on the docket for you, and I just think that you'd have a better time. You can always come back to it when you have either keys or better knowledge. It's just one of those dungeons that has such little payoff once you have the triforce.
I think my counterpoint to that would be if you're looking to kind of make a risky play, you gotta think of places where Cantaloupe probably be less interested in digging, let's say. And
That's true.
I would think that this would be a decent dungeon to qualify for that, but unfortunately, it has something that I would probably just burn and run.
So if you're, but let's say, I know we talk a lot, and I'm gonna go into like the meta game here of playing randomizer, a good player versus a bad player, and I tried to explain what I feel on this subject. If you are a better player versus a worse player, you still don't want to like overextend yourself and go really crazy with ideas and like gambles. You want to play a little risky, but you don't want to go completely, you know, let's dig first quest 7 for that one item. Crazy. And it's because ultimately you're losing a lot of time in that dungeon no matter what. Whereas the better player, yes, they will lose time in here, in that dungeon, but there's a good chance they're not going to lose as much time due to routing. Like, you're trying to maximize your time savings with your risk, and the riskier it is you lose that time, and you keep losing that time. And he is now officially key blocked out of this dungeon. And the second item in here.
Yeah, I think the risk-reward scenarios also have to consider the fact that this recorder situation is not the best for returning to dungeons you've already beaten, given it will put you basically nowhere close to them.
Exactly. Now, I agree with that, piece of information, but I'm talking like in just terms of general digging. It's if you're a person that isn't as strong as the other person, you still want to play to your strengths and you still want to play your best game versus trying to outplay the other player. That poor meat. Poor Shton's just like staring at it. That's unfortunate. Bow's clearly in 7, Mr. Crab? I mean, it could be. But we could not even need a bow. Oh, gosh, that key is so tempting at 69 rupees. I'd be buying it. Like, sitting on 92? Yeah, I think that's the right play. Yes, Cantaloupe does have, their Tringle counts the same. This might be 8. Just based on that starting room there. At least Shton can go in and go out and then reset the room. Or open that top door there. And he doesn't have to waste the bomb on it. Oh no! Rip carpet! Oh, that key buy paying off already. Well, that's good. I'm glad she's okay. And we are going to be tagging, or at the very least, having in the same dungeon jokes here soon. What? Oh, no. No, stop eating them, Dodongos. Half tiles, half tiles. Oh, this is the worst room. Without a
Yeah,
lot.
this is one of those that you hate to see them in because they just don't like look, even Cantaloupe is having the same thing happen to
Oh,
his
it's so
bombs.
garbage how they move in this room. They glitch out on the water. They don't like eating. It's just bad times overall for everyone.
Well, not everybody. It's
Okay,
great for me and you and chat, but
oh
for the
no.
runners,
Yeah. I don't like that room for the runners either. Like, that room upsets me. Like, even with the ladder, it's not a good room for the Dodongos.
I think the only room that gets me more with the Dodongos is the diagonal block room, the one with the multiple diagonal blocks.
Ugh. That's a crap room, too. Let's be real. What? Are you saying there's heart containers in this game? Shock.
Yeah, it's
This
doing
is...
its best to propel them to magical sword territory.
I don't think they'll bother with it. Unless it's, like, on the way. And as they pick up more trinkles, that whistle becomes more and more useless.
Yeah, I'm wondering, I know we saw it. I know Cantaloupe had it on his screen. I don't even remember
Southeast
what's
of
close
4.
to.
It's southeast of normal
Southeast
4.
normal 4. So it's actually really close to another dungeon.
Yeah. Okay. Uh-oh. Well, that's a bad room. The good news is Shton should know by now that the Tringle cannot be in there.
What's more, this all puts the shape's back half bit to rest because it's absolutely positively not shaped.
Yeah. You gotta burn the key, I think. Cantaloupe. Well, oh, you might be able to bomb up from the room here, because I don't think this was a, oh man, talk room. Excuse me. No, you gotta burn a key. Back you go. That's bad news for Shton, though, because Shton does not have a key to burn. Boomerangs are your friends. He's making good use of his bombs, though, killing these blue wizrobes. The bad news is it is for 5 rupees. This might be the transport. Goodness gracious, what a key blocked up dungeon this is. Where did Don go?
I know I like really bombing some Dodongos.
So that Goma there on Cantaloupe's screen just now is probably the heart container drop, based on what we've seen so far.
Well, the seed is certainly giving us some interesting scenarios if that holds true.
Rejected. The blue banana has no value here. Time out, Panzer Dave. 600 seconds. Oh, what a terrible moat room.
Hey, it doesn't get the compass. That's kind of a troll.
Yeah. Oh! Oh no! Oh no, oh no. Shton does have the true banana, but Fury's here. So Fury disagrees with that decision. I mean, Cantaloupe's going to force open the other side of this level by doing a nice little screen scroll and screen scroll back, which is really smart. Saves one of his 12 bombs for other important things like bombing Goma in the square block room from 7.
I love clearing that pen room just to get on certain commentators' nerves too. 'Cause that circle room can't have anything ever.
Nope. At one point, fun fact, while we were testing out the beta version of one of the randomizers, when Fred just introduced move rooms between dungeons, Jam Eviler and I were playing a co-op scene, and that room was in 9 with the princess inside the middle of it. So alas, the princess that day got stuck, and she was never rescued in that one.
That's basically game over right there. But you know,
We
if
did
that
our
happened to the person, if that happens to the person that decided to create the whole reverse control scenario, I can live with it.
So, alas, poor princess did not get rescued, and instead, Jam and I had a really good laugh about it. We did try our absolute best to get into that room, though. We really did. Shton could try bombing left here, interestingly enough, but I think he's pretty much key blocked out of this entire thing. We tried for a good 5 minutes to clip, bomb, whistle, bait our way inside that block, and turns out they did a good job of programming that, at least. It's a shame they couldn't program anything else in the game. I'm looking at you, game can't do math.
Looks like this 8 is not going to give them much of anything they really want. It's got the bow, I guess, is blocking the heart drop that's on the floor. That may not be a heart, so...
yeah, I was going to say, it was like, at this point, I'm surprised Cantaloupe hasn't moved on from this either.
Has he seen the superior model, though?
No, he has not. No, you're absolutely right. He has not yet. So, Shton could buy a key here. I would have bought the key before I got trolled by a certain door repair charge. But he did not. There is another dungeon right here that looks to be 7. Womp womp. I'm pretty sure we're out of options here.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna have to. He's gonna have to clear it.
What a terrible room to have such bunnies in. Wow. Okay.
I would guarantee that of all the things he is looking for, the one he's probably most interested in seeing right now is actually the any key.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's first. Look at that. Look at that cute. Oh, never mind. Back you go, Shton. There was a wall master in them there walls.
You know what I'm rooting for with the staircase, don't you?
Transport?
To the staircase that's just to his...
To the right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
Well, Shton's going to go back in, I'm sure, and clear this out.
I would certainly think he's going to clear to that diamond staircase just to make sure it's not the item. Whether or not he sticks around past that...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's what I would do. 110% here. High five! Whee! This is not a fun room to clip into, by the way. Shton's going to be rewarded as well if he ever gets through this room here. Ladder in 7, but a very easy ladder. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that clock drop. Well, Shton's definitely going to get it, and he's probably going to bail. I think he's just Triforce focused at this point, but he needs a key. He needs to buy a key.
We will see what he decides to do. I think with about 28 rooms left on his side, you gotta consider bailing.
I would too. Like, I would maybe stick around and see if I can't find the, oh, there's a key. He's got to be happy with this. And Cantaloupe's going to go back the other direction, while Shton keeps carrying on. and finds an old man that is working like a Spanish chocobo.
So what's the next room? 'Cause, I mean, that's one potential. Nah, never mind.
So this could be a key drop, though.
It could.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
NSU fun times.
Yeah, it's an NSU, and I burnt, like I don't know why Shton's hesitating to burn here, just to give himself a better ability to, like, just stay on the ladder and clear things.
Well, you know he'd like to stay on the ladder, but man, I think he's probably one of my least favorite in this specific room when I'm trying to position myself properly, because they just knock you all over the place. They don't care.
Yeah. So, I guess buy another key, go back into 8, try to find the Tringle, and then just run with the wind. Is my guess.
Yeah, that seems like a pretty solid play.
Kanta might even buy a key here. If I were Kanta, I'd buy one more key. 2 is not strong for 9 when you don't have any key. And Kanta's looking at a 9 and 2 Tringles, so I'm very surprised he didn't buy that key.
Yeah, first quest 9 and key doors and key drops. Yeah, that's not a fun dungeon to have 2 keys with.
Yeah. First quest 9 is why I broke my controller. Yeah, don't worry. I'd ignore them, Shton. Just keep going on.
So it's a key door and I think a shutter door in between, correct?
Yeah, and I think if Shton goes up from here versus where is Kanta going? Is he going back into 5?
I don't think this was 5.
Oh, was this?
This
Oh, this
was
is
4.
2. 4. That's right.
This
This
is
is
4.
4. This was the
ladder
dumb
block.
4. Yeah, I remember now. Where are we going, Shton?
I think there's another spot he couldn't get to down here as well, so he's trying to get to that one just to see.
Oh, he wants
Also,
the
he
compass.
has the ladder and the compass.
Yeah, and now he's gonna, like, cry because that's such a bad room. Yeah, at this point you just update and go back around. And Kanta's gonna do a quick clip across this moat twice. Pick up the inevitable map to 4. Get the Tringle and get the heck out of Dodge. So, I don't think they've seen 2, which is a problem. Because I don't know what's left. Oh, this is a good key use if this allows him to just go straight up into the Tringle room. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. This is a much faster route than Kanta took.
Just as long as the Dodongos play nice.
Yep. Sock, I've laddered because I'm bad. When I did my screen scroll to the coast, I was exactly 1 tile too high, so I had to ladder clip about 5 times around. Recorder Lake's an option, so is this East Coast raft spot. It's a bad option, but it's an option.
I think the push block spots are all going to be inner roads given how few we've seen. So
we haven't seen any roads.
I think that probably means that we are able to get into all 9.
No, we have. Yeah, there's one in the Dead Woods, 2 screens to the left of start.
Interesting. So Power Bracelet could hide level 2 in that scenario.
Yeah, Power Bracelet's potentially in play. East Coast Death Mountain, I don't think has been done yet. We know both raft spots are useless. Nobody's checked Recorder Lake, interestingly enough. Was Kanta here before? I don't know where Kanta's been. All I know is Shton's losing a lot of money. Lots and lots of money. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I don't know if we've seen the forgotten spot on either side yet.
Uh-oh. Houston, we might need a PB.
It's not over yet. Still got a couple spots left to check.
I believe Kanta's already done here. Yeah, Kanta, you've been here already because you found the wood sword in the lake spot. So, forgotten spot. I think Shton's gonna check the ladder, maybe? Or the ladder? Mm-hmm. Exactly what I wanted to say. The whistle spot, but he's not. He hasn't done Candle Row yet, so...
He also has not been back in level 4, correct?
No, he has not. I think he knows where it is, he just hasn't been there. And Kanta's going to ignore the forgotten spot. Yeah, it is straight first quest overworld, yes.
Yep, it went from mixed quest and mixed overworld in the first game, from what I saw, to first quest, game 2.
Lots and lots of first quest.
Alright, so Shton's back in level 5. I think he only entered and exited this dungeon, if at all. Is it candle blocked? I think it was candle blocked, so he may not have been in it at all.
Since this is 5, this is the... Yeah. So guess what? Every boss room has the heart drop. Good job, Fury.
So did the bosses all stay in there, or
no? So what happened is all the room drops are the same. They're just shuffled.
Yes, but I'm saying, like, that's, I think, the third or fourth time we've seen a boss in the room.
Oh yeah, it could be just the bosses are shuffled. I'm trying to remember if there was. Nobody went into level 1's boss room, did they? They all just sort of left. Goma was in the 8. Dig Dogger was there. That was his normal room. We didn't see 7's.
Yeah, they bailed too quickly on 7. They bailed too quickly on 6.
3 had the Goma. Yeah, no, the bosses are just shuffled. The items are not shuffled. It's just the bosses.
Yeah, it just looks like we have a bit of a...
because a lot of people's internets are being strained because of this quarantine. Urtai.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of an issue. I think
yeah.
we'll come back at some point.
Well, like, even my internet hasn't been perfect. Like, I've struggled at some points. Just because of the heavier than usual load on this. Sean's going to come out of 5 with a bunch of keys, which is very good for him. Kanta's going all over the place, and I don't think he's checked the Whistle Lake. Adigenos, the 4,000 people that stopped for fruit trees this weekend, they are quarantined. Got it. Okay. Folks who bought fruit trees from Adigenos, you're quarantined. Stop it. Bad.
It looks like Cantaloupeme is using the whistle to get back to level 2 there. I don't think that was anything, though, so just more or less transport.
Good grief. Like, you go back into 1. You have to. You know you missed the item in 1. True, Mr. Cap. Very true. If I were Shton, I wouldn't burn a key here. It's not worth the check until you've cleared the entire dungeon. Kanta's very much in a panic here, and I wonder if he's miswrote down something in his tracking, or if he realizes he forgot to check, like forgotten place, and
So I think the way that Cantaloupe actually tracks is he tracks like dungeons and significant pieces on the overworld, but he tries not to track everything because he has to keep moving between his NES and his tracker, which is on his computer, and that
ECD,
is a
no.
bit difficult.
Yeah, it's very difficult. I understand that. Fap is retracing his steps, and he's probably going to realize he did not check Recorder Lake here pretty soon.
Did Shton1 actually check Recorder Lake yet?
No, nobody's checked Recorder Lake. I don't think. You're pretty sure he did, Putz? I don't... It was a heart? Oh.
Well, he's heading back that way, so there's always a chance he checks it a second time here just to make sure. But this is the weird thing about this game mentally, is if you're looking for a spot that you are confused as to whether or not you checked, you like making the perimeter circle, and it just constantly leads you sometimes around the one interior spot that you missed.
We're all missing level 2. Level 2 has decided that it's not playing today. It's sitting out, and it's retired. Level 2 is just retired from the video game. It's had enough being 2 start, and it's leaving it up to its friend level 3 start.
Also, keep in mind that this is the second race in a row for the two runners, so it's very possible at this point that they mix up the two seeds a little bit. And
Yeah,
when
like
that happens,
I hate running back-to-back seeds, because then immediately, without good tracking, my brain becomes confused on what the heck I've done. Like, I flat out no, Kanta, check the... You have a... Kanta! Cantaloupe. Buddy. Friend.
he's decided he has checked that spot, and he no longer needs to, I guess.
Okay.
So he said, I'm out.
So
I
if
believe Shton1 just passed the same forgotten spot down below there.
So here's my thought process now, is if I think I'm missing a dungeon and I can't find it after a second pass and I don't have a power bracelet, I'm digging another dungeon to find a power bracelet. Forgotten spot was a door repair? Genos, you're not playing, so no, it's not. Yeah, like my first play is definitely going to 1, just because it's so easy. And you know what room you're looking for in 2, because it has to be in the boss room. The real question I'm wondering is, do these players realize that every boss room in the dungeon was the actual heart or item drop?
You know, I would think at some point you get a little suspicious if it happens 3 or 4 times in a row.
But they've only
Maybe.
really seen 1 drop.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think Cantaloupe, with his extensive first quest knowledge as to room layouts, would be the one that would clue in if one of the two clued in. Like, he knows... I believe when I was in his Twitch at one point, he said that he's not really good with anything that's not on the direct line in the no up and A route levels 1 through 9, but
yeah,
the hard containers in 1 through 8 are in the room right before the triforce for the most part, so I would think that he would probably have the best chance to figure it out.
yeah, best chance to figure it out, but you're also not paying attention nearly as much to the room layouts when you're doing first quest routing and playing, and it's just because you're just like, okay, clear Gliok, get heart container, go. You're not paying attention to the room shape itself. You're just paying attention to killing and dodging a fireball. Urtai, yes, that is what happened here. Caves are shuffled. These are all first quest dungeons, and the way this seed was rolled with the options, the floor drops are the same. So that room is normally in level 4, and that's normally where the Triforce is. So if he goes back in and he finds the four-headed or two-headed Gliok room in there and clears that room out, then he'll find the floor drop in there, whether or not it's a heart container or something else. Who knows? Yeah, the whistle is
the whistle question. The whistle started out being somewhat useful because it sent you to, say, a raft spot when you don't have a raft and that sort of thing, because it was unbeaten vanilla first quest dungeons that sent you to. But at this point in the game, it's about to become the official breadstick where it basically does nothing.
Actually, to be fair here, this whistle's really good right now because it does get them to 1 faster. Because 2 is their unbeaten dungeon.
Correct, but it's about to run out of its usefulness once they
collect the last
to
tringle.
wherever level 2 is, which could be under a PB spot, and the PB could be bow blocked in 3, and the bow could be on the floor in 7. They have to dig through all those rooms and all that sort of shenanigans.
Yeah.
Not that that's the official case. We have no idea at this point, but it could happen. So it's a concern, I would think, at this point for the runners to think that they may have a bit of a fetch quest seed.
Oh yeah. Level 1 still has 1 item outstanding from it, Mr. Cab. And I don't understand why either player has not gone back into 1. Shton has 2 items missing from it. Kanta has 1. And I'm trying desperately to figure this out, why neither one of them wants to go back into 1. 4 has an item missing as well.
So I'm more curious as to why Shton has not gone back to 1 because he's missing the 2 items. I can see maybe valuing something like, I don't know that Cantaloupeme has found level 5 staircase item. If he's not found the staircase item, then that has 2, so you could maybe make a justification for him looking for 2 items as opposed to...
Well, no, he's seen the heart. He's seen the red ring in there.
Oh, that's right. It was the double red ring.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even looking at the tracker, which would tell me that. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which...
Shton is back into 1 after 20 minutes of speculation.
Alongside me and Dave, we have Imasak, who is tracking all the fun stuff while having to listen to us, so for his suffering,
yep,
you should give him a hearty thank you and maybe a follow as well.
Imasak does play this game as well. Shton's... Okay, this is the drop room. A 4-headed Gliok.
So it's definitely bosses getting shuffled, but staying in the appropriate rooms.
There's a bow. That opens up. Oh my gosh. Okay, now, Shton, you have to remember where the boomerang drop is normally in 1. That's where your second item is, Shton. Go to the item.
Wait a minute. Did you see that? It's the same room as the way in, where it's got the 5 double blocks and they die.
Yes.
It's the
So
master
that's
again.
the room from. Where's that second room at?
Isn't it level
7?
6 with the whiz rooms?
Yeah, 6 is
Whiz
the one.
rooms,
So,
orange, red, whatever
yeah.
color.
Yeah. So this does open up that Goma in 8.
You know what's also
And the Goma in
interesting
3?
is Shton missed the silvers the first time around, but he's gonna eventually find them. Even if he doesn't catch on to the room trick, he knows he still has 2 items.
Shton, you have arrows, buddy.
Yeah,
Didn't
that's
Shton
true.
buy arrows?
He does have arrows.
Kanta's gonna find the bow and cry, is my estimation there. Is right now, we can't hear him, but I bet there's a whole bunch of crying going on. There's no crying in Zelda Ball.
I'm not sure if it's crying, but something's going on.
Use the bow, Shton. I believe in you. Okay. We're taking out aggressions on bunnies, that's all. Save or don't look.
Well, he's going to find the silvers, and if he forgot that he bought the wood arrows a little while ago, he's certainly going to see the silvers and know he's got both pieces now. So.
Doesn't sound like crying. No occasion. No occasion. I mean, now that both players have this bow, they both know that they need to go back into 8 and 3. Oh.
I
Or
would be
4.
hard pressed to go anywhere but level 3.
I would go to 4 or 3. And the only reason why I'd say 4 is because, no, I don't know. Both of them are 6 and 1/2 dozen and another kind of deal here. Shton, you're missing. Shton.
It's okay. He'll figure it out in one room, so it's just going to set him back to looking for said power bracelet probably in level 3 or level 4, which it looks like Cantaloupe has decided it's level 4 for right now.
Sean's going to take a real quick look and see he's missing 2, and then probably realize he has not pushed any power bracelet spots.
Yeah, it looks like they may both be heading to level 4, assuming that's where Shton up and aid to save and go to, so...
Well, Shton's going to go to 3.
Alright, so this is potentially the game, because these both have boss rooms that weren't cleared.
Yeah, Shton absolutely knows where this boss room is. This is probably why he's going.
Yeah, that's fair. I didn't realize where level 3 was anymore. I knew where level 4 was because I just saw Cantaloupe go into.
The one that you don't want to go back to is 8, because that's on Death Mountain.
Or the floor drop of 7.
Yeah, the floor drop. I mean, but at least you know what room you're looking for in both of these situations.
Yeah, Shton, I think, only has this one room that he did not clear earlier, so I don't know if he's clued in that it's the boss room, but he definitely knows which room this will have.
Yeah. That's unfortunate, but, you know, what can you do? Like, Kanta has not picked up on this floor drop thing. He's clearing these dark rooms.
I mean, this is going to set up, though, for a really close race, since neither one of them has yet to really clue into it, as far as we know. I mean, Shton might have just clued into it, but since he only had that one left in 3, as I said earlier, it could be either or.
Yeah. This whistle's not going to take him where he wants to go.
Yeah, I don't know that he realized what it was doing until just now. If he whistles again, he'll surely know.
Now he knows that this whistle's a dumb whistle. It's the worst whistle ever invented.
Alright, looks like Cantaloupe is back in the tea room, which he's going to clear out a couple of gels so he can get off of the tea and bladder.
Yep.
So, where is the boss room in here, and will it actually have what we're looking for?
It's also important to note that all these rooms belong in their normal dungeons, so... Oh, hey, boss room spot right here. Another Goma. Another heart. Womp womp.
So level 7 or level 8
5
or level 6
or 5.
right?
Oh
Thought I
no!
saw the heart.
Oh, 5 did have a heart. Yeah, Shton's done in here, so he can leave.
Did he get the heart, or was it Cantaloupe that got the heart?
It was Shton that got the heart actually, because he had the whistle for the dig dogger that stayed home.
Aha.
Yeah, so 6, 7, or 8. Oh boy.
Yeah, and Cantaloupe officially has forgotten that he went left in the first room and got a heart out of there at this point.
Yeah. Like, to be fair, they are playing these seeds back to back, and this is such a grueling mind task to keep track of what you've done in every dungeon twice.
To also be fair, he found that heart container at 5 minutes into the seed. It's now 70 minutes later, so you're not always going to remember what you did the first couple minutes of the seed.
No. Yeah, it's also, you know, when I say one of the most important things besides combat in this seed is, or in the game, is to track well, I do mean it. This saves you huge amounts of headache. There's only one thing I don't track in this game, and that's 9. And it's come back to bite me in the butt a couple times, but for the most part, you know, I'm able to navigate 9 well. But there are times where that 9 can just be so bad. Shton's just looking for a staircase, and he's already passed the red ring. I don't know what else he's looking for. He's already gotten the floor drop. Oh, he thinks he hasn't gotten the floor drop.
Yeah,
Suddenly, the first seed was easier. What happened?
Yeah, I know. I think when I'm tracking 9, I usually start off tracking on a more or less in full, or at least the staircases. But then somewhere about the halfway point, I lose interest and then get lost.
Yeah. So, Urtai, a floor drop is when you clear a dungeon room and an item appears on the floor. We call those floor drops. It can be anything ranging from a key to a rupee to a bomb to a triforce to a item.
I think Shton has to kind of realize at this point that he's been in every single room, and he would have seen.
Yeah. Yeah, normally they are very much randomized. In this case, Fury did such a good job of randomizing the game, he unrandomized a lot of it. And because of this, we now know that all the normal boss rooms are in their normal location. All the boss drops are in their normal boss rooms, so they just have to find that particular room and clear it. It's confusing. Don't. This is definitely not a for the faint of heart flag set. It's better than All Boards No Swords, but not by much.
Hey, now I kind of like that tournament.
You did until I rolled a 1 HP start on Second Quest 2 Mirrored.
Well, okay. To be fair, me and you both kept rolling until we got that, but more importantly, I haven't like completely hated any of the Zelda 1 tournaments. And this tournament, I haven't hated yet, but I mean, this is day 2 of probably like 9 or 10 weeks of the same stuff, so we'll see how it goes near the end. But right now, you know, it's been a hoot for the first 2 nights.
I mean, this is definitely a hoot. And just like the owl, you want to kill it. No, I would say ABNS is definitely tougher than this. This, you're guaranteed a sword. This, you're guaranteed to see certain things. All Boards, No Swords, you know you didn't have a sword. Wand could be a 9. And you just have to deal with bombs all throughout the merry day.
Yeah, I think it'd only be... Well, one of the... Never mind. We'll go figure it out later.
I don't think it's 50-50 swordless until top 8.
So the way our flags work is in the top 8, I think that it's still not swordless, if I recall. I think in the top 4, however, it could be.
Oh, good.
I'd have
So
to go look and see exactly what Jay Cooper decided to change in that flag set, because he had some changes made. So take a look for you.
So what you're saying is I should come back when top 4 is around.
You should, yeah, you should definitely. I would be here the whole time because there's lots of nonsense that's happening.
So I should not only be here when top 4 is around, I should also recommend that they do blackout. Got it. I see how this works.
That is one of the 4 in the final 4. The bot will be queued up with the command to roll, and it will randomly roll one of those 4 flag sets with max HP and swordless removed on the max HP, just in case there's a lot of double dark nut rooms or triple the dawn rooms in a row required. One hit KO, blackout, and minor item drops, our favorite.
Minor item drops is hilarious.
And 50-50 swordless does indeed start in at least the top 4.
Okay.
And in fact is top 8, so there you go.
There we go. Look at this. I'm not even in the tournament and I know what's going on, sorta.
I wrote the rules and sometimes I don't know what's going on.
Is Sprite Shuffle in? That would be amazing.
Oh, the sprite can be fun percent even at some point.
Oh, yes, fun percent's the best. They're thinking, oh no, what dungeon have I forgotten? And then the reality is that you're going to have to go back and redig a whole bunch of dungeons. Well, Shton's not going to be happy about this, fine. No, Cantaloupe, this was the whites. Okay. Poor Canada was just like, what was here? Oh, it was my white sword that I got early.
We may be getting close to the point where one or both of the runners are just looking at the IRC saying, please, somebody solve this. Let's go. I want to go home. I'm done. But they're both trucking along still, so props to them for continuing to try and figure out the seed.
Man, not me. I'd be like, Doc, quit. I'm done with this. GG. I don't want to go back to dig level 7 and 8 and 6 again. Yeah, Fab does have a bad short-term memory, and you know, I'm the same way. After a certain point, my memory's just like, what? What am I talking about? What am I doing? Oh, it's 100% Heart Shuffle, JSR. Not only is it Heart Shuffle, but boss rooms and the dungeons have the Heart Shuffled item or the heart.
Yeah, the best thing I can figure out is that Cantaloupeme just thinks he's made a tracking error because maybe he's thinking every dungeon so far has had a heart, and the only one that's had 2 hearts has been level 8. Which is not quite true, if I recall. I think 4 was a double heart, but I'm just trying to think logically where he could kind of be getting mixed up to where he would continue to kind of overworld route his way around.
Yeah, he's definitely going in circles. He thinks he's missed the overworld thing when the reality of it, he's not missed overworld. He's missed the underworld thing. And, I don't think it's an irrational fear. I think he's legitimately thinking he's gotten everything, Cab, when he is not. The weird part is, Sock, is it could be in one of those 3 dungeons. Well, now Shton knows he's out of here. Which is good news for Shton, bad news for Canta, because Canta, I don't think, is clued into this yet, and I think Shton has finally realized that he's missing a lot of dungeon items.
To answer the question in chat, if both runners get to a stuck point, they can elect to basically forfeit and reroll, but there will be no hints provided from anybody, admins or otherwise. It's straightforward, either kind of find your way through or both elect to reroll and let that happen. I think actually Shton is a little bit happy to see that medium secret underneath the recorder.
Oh yeah, because that's a huge brain relief there.
Yeah, he definitely skipped that spot, and had that been it, he really would have been feeling the heat. Neither one is that far from one another in terms of where they're heading next, though. I think they're both going to 6, which is in that bomb spot.
Yeah. 6. Oh, nope. Shton's opting to pass on 6. Shton might be going back to 8 because he does know that Goma's there. Oh, or Shton's confused about what's going on now. He could be just waffling on where he wants to go. He was key blocked out of this dungeon on 2 sides here. He's looking for a Goma room, and this is not it. Sock, you're not wrong. They're currently trying to figure out where the power bracelet is. Because the power bracelet is what's throwing everybody for, you know, not a small loop. Gina's not wrong either on that, at least with All Boards, No Swords. You knew exactly what you were getting into, which was a big headache. Yeah, we're PB blocked out of 2, which is the absolute key to this whole thing, and who knows where the PB is. Oh, Fap's getting desperate if he's trying second quest things after doing all the first quest things. Alright, so Shton has to go up from here because there is a shoot room that he's forgotten about.
Well, it's going to jog his memory anyway, so he'll be fine.
Yeah. It definitely jogged his memory. He's not happy about that jog, but, you know. What can you do? This is why you go running and not jogging. Yeah, puns. Yeah, you can definitely tell Kanta's very confused at what's been going on here.
I do think at some point he's just going to say, the heck with it, I need to go back to some of the dungeons I was in. I think his first choice here is 5 again.
We're clearing this room because it could be a drop room, and it is. We still have not made the connection that the boss rooms are exactly what we're looking for here. Oh, is this key? This key's not worth it. This is not the boss room either. I've been there, done that on the going over the same thing over and over again because you just legitimately think you've done something and you've somehow missed something obvious. That's not allowed. Alright, well, I'd stop throwing my bombs at these dark nuts now, and I'd just start stabbing them. There we go. We're almost out of it. This is going to be another drop room. Oh, nope, that's the nothing room. Okay. So the answer is on one of these two. This is the room. Blocked by 3... Oh, no, this is exactly why I said you don't want to be wasting a ton of bombs there. Oh, no! That's no good.
Ouch. So you go up with the key, and what's up here? Well, there's red dark nuts.
Yep. No drops.
I leave the... Well, maybe the drop in the room?
Nope. Man, that's really unfortunate, but, you know, it also highlights why you don't want to clear rooms like that with bombs like that. Like, if you have a sword, use it. Like, your bombs... You have to keep in mind that there are Dodongos in dungeons, and you have to keep in mind that you desperately want to hang on to at least 3 or 4 bombs. Just in case of Dodongo.
Sorry to interrupt. We do have Cantaloupe finally deciding to go back into level 8. I wonder if he's going to go straight up to that top right room where boss room was.
The way it's looking, and no, because he could easily go up from start.
We've seen every single staircase item in all of the dungeons that are pre-9. We have not seen all the floor drops, and they're all in the boss rooms.
Yeah, all the floor items are behind bosses, and nobody has put those two connections together yet.
And that, yeah, that's the appropriate response, JSR. It's a fun one.
Yeah. By the way, this seed brought to you by Fury SK. Not me. The blame cannot be on me today.
Yeah, I'll debate whether or not I want to stick around for the interview process or run away, but looks like we're gonna have them both in the same dungeon shortly here.
Like, you're probably need to run. Shton can farm for bombs outside of there if he wants to, as well. Okay, that room can't be anything. And Cantaloupe is probably now confused again, because that's the second floor item. And he looks like he's just 100% written off floor drops, which is very weird. Like, at this point, you have to think, I have to be missing something in one of these dungeons. What are you talking about? Back in our day, I still roll garbage. Like, I haven't stopped.
HN, I think that's kind of what's going on here, is he hasn't quite glued into the whole
I think he's
situation with the heart shuffle.
I think he's convinced himself that it's off. Is what I think has happened here. He's just 100% convinced it's off.
And he's gonna know it's not in 7, because he's gonna go right up to where the ladder was, but...
Now, 7, we haven't seen the floor drop.
Correct, but he's already seen the staircase drop.
Yeah, so he's gonna leave, yeah. I'm willing to bet you, Putz, because he got that silver arrow so early from 1, he forgot. Because it was a floor drop in 1, he probably just assumed it was the boomerang item and not the actual heart container. And now Shton's doing the same thing. Shton's just re-clearing these same rooms again. Yikes. Yeah, no. I know, but he forgot. I'm willing to bet you he forgot that because the silvers were so early that he forgot that that was a drop in the floor. Hey, we found all the bananas. We're looking for the other C item.
I mean, we may have lost said bananas at this point.
Yeah. Well, this is a room you don't want to ever be in. This room can't have anything. It can never be an item drop. It can never be a floor drop because it's a dark room. This was also the room he got the compass out of, so.
I definitely feel like Shton's the one digging the dungeon, so I feel like of the two runners right now, it's most likely to be Shton that comes to the answer before Cantaloupe is, because he's back on the overworld.
Yeah, I wouldn't even worry about clearing this room. I would just keep going straight up until I went back to that Gomer room. Which... This is a... No! Shton! Back up! No! Oh, Shton. You've tried that already, Shton. Uh-oh. Fap's lost it. Fap has officially lost all bananas. He's resorted to stabbing old men who are blocking entrances. To be fair, I kill old men all the time. Florian has not been found in 7, which is the extremely frustrating part about this. Shton, now remembering he has arrows, which is very good because this saves him a lot of time on clearing things. The dongos have been Shton's bane today. They're the absolute worst, and in a fireball room, they're just evil. Kanto, at least kill it. That'll give you... Oh, no. Okay. We're not going to kill the... The dig dogger is safe today. Oh no, don't leave, Shton. Please don't leave. Oh no. Fury, this is your fault. Why did I agree to this? Oh no. Alright, well this is 7. This could be another potential place for a pickup of an item. Oh no. So this is the ladder room. This is the transport. I think you want to take this, honestly. You knew this was the... Okay, so I'm actually really glad Shton's here, looking at least. And right now the room Shton is looking for is the room that has the Aquamentus in it. Shton knows that maze room can't have anything good in it, so he's... This is it! This is the room! Cross your fingers, everyone!
What will we get?
Cross your fingers! No! Why? Game, why? Sorry about people's earbuds. Sorry. No, it's 6 or 8 now because poor Shton got bomb baited out of 6. Oh. Please go back into H, Shton. Please realize you have not found the floor drop in there and you need to go up. Yes! Thank you, Shton. Thank you.
Will he go to the boss room? We don't know that yet.
I know he's thinking about it, and I'm pretty sure he remembers that Goma's there.
Well, I'm sure once he sees it, if he goes into that room, he's definitely 100% going to clear that Goma, and that'll get him the item regardless.
Yeah.
It's just about going back to that spot and seeing that that's there.
Yeah. Like, he's rechecking these side rooms, which is what he did the first time, which is really good news for him because the side room is where he wants to be. Ignore this room. Thank you. Fat might be taking a small mental break, and I don't mind that. Also, it's interesting to note that one thing that both players have not... Oh, okay, there Shton goes. I was literally going to say both players have not been taking advantage is resetting the room and getting a better enemy spawn. But Shton's doing exactly that now, so... I wish that silver... Believe me, Shton, I wish that silver arrow worked on that thing. Alas, it does not. Smart move going right first here. It's an NSU room, but it's not going to have what he wants. No, go up, Shton! You're doing so good! Go back up! Right, 9 is still a thing. Oh. Alright, this is actually good, though. He's at least willing to clear this room, which I don't think he was willing to do before. Where'd that fairy? Okay, he got the fairy. Alright, no drop, so keep going. We're going to take the absolute longest way possible, but it's okay, as long as we get there. No, he doesn't, does he? Oh my goodness. So this by far has to probably be one of the worst combinations I've seen rolled. Fury. Fury, are you there?
I might be.
Okay. Like,
I
I don't...
might just be leaning back and relaxing and looking at the seed that's been rolled and deciding whether or not I need to start my will now or later. And
I think your will needs to be started now, and I think it needs to be a living will, because I don't think you're going to get time. Vitorp, we're missing a very serious bow. Not a bow. A power bracelet that is hidden behind a boss fight that the runners have not realized that they need to kill.
they can both forfeit and roll a different seed at a later date. I would think at this point, tonight is over with.
Yeah. Don's doing a really good job of fighting these wizards from the doorway, I will say that.
What is interesting here is, as you noted earlier, Shton could not finish level 6, and I think that is where...
Well, we still have 8.
Now, right? So
No, we still have 8.
Well, yes, but if that's where Cantaloupe is right now, and that happens to house an item of some importance, then suddenly what we thought was going to be in Shton's favor is suddenly kind of turned about.
Oh, very much so. This is just the bad transport staircase. Props to Shton for clearing that room, but this just takes him back to here. Yeah, you know, like, in any siege, you always want to track. The only time I ever tracked poorly, and it was because of the simplicity of the flags, was round 1 of the, not even the Pentaforce, what was it? Round 1 of Tourney 2019, I think, where the dungeons were just all in the same spots, and all you had to really remember was if you got the items. Like, that's the only time I've ever not tracked. Okay, this cannot be the room either, because it's a dark room. And if you know the rules about dark rooms in First Quest dungeons, dark rooms can never have a heart container, a good floor item, or a tringle. So
and
if you
didn't left it too. So.
Yeah, so if you don't know that, now you know that, and you have a lesson in Zelda 1R. I mean, 7, yeah. I went back recently and looked at my First Quest no uppa for 100%. It's still in top 20. Like, it's a 40-minute time, and it's bad, but like, you know, I'm bad at this game. There's no way around it. I'm just bad. But, you know, it's one of those things where I know I have the knowledge of it and just not the execution. How's that? That's better. I like that. I like that explanation. I has the knowledge, but not the executions. Oh no, is he really going back to that one dark room? Oh no. Oh no, this is a terrible war story decision here. Yeah, exactly, JW. My brain is way... So this was the compass room. That was a good bomb, though. Like, I'm being honest, that was a fantastic bomb. And now they're stuck in that holding pattern. Hey, yeah, good. That's actually good pun, Trails. I mean, this is a long seed. The first one was how long, Fury? Like an hour?
It was north of an hour, I believe. Not by a ton. I can give you the times if you give me...
So, look at it this way. This room can't be anything because of the square in the middle.
First race, well, I guess people are spoiled by the triforce and the bombs anyway, but it was 104.06 versus 104.53.
Yeah, so now we're sitting at an hour and 49 of playing Zelda and beating your head against the wall for the past 49 minutes. You know, now frustrations and aggravations are running high. Now, it's not a hard seed once you figure out what's going on, but if you make an assumption out of this, or you don't realize what's going on, it will come back and kick you in the rear. Like 110%, this seed will kick you in the rear if you don't pay attention to what's going on.
I think it's two different issues going on. One is the heart shuffle, and that's confusing the runner on the left, Cantaloupeme. And the other issue is the boss rooms have the items, and on the right side we have not found some of the boss rooms in some of the dungeons, like level 8 and level 6.
Now, he has seen level 8's boss room. It's on the right-hand side of the third tooth.
Yeah, unfortunately, he hasn't recalled or noticed that to this point, although it looks like he's getting forced up in that doorway. The Wizrobe could do him a big favor here.
Yeah, the Wizrobe absolutely could if he would stop playing with them.
I mean, it's not a bad idea to clear the room if you didn't see that flag on.
Correct. Alright, so he's going back to just clearing all rooms, which means if he goes right here, please go right because it's the only way you can go. You've been in there, yes, but don't deter yourself from going in here. You need to clear this room. Okay, Shton. Now you remember why you didn't clear this room.
What do we get?
We get a Goma fight that's nail biting. Yes! We have progression! Oh. Shton is in the clear. And I think we'll be seeing a game 3. I'm not going to count Thap out of this yet, but right now he's going back and redoing everything that he needed to do about 20 minutes ago.
No game 3. Get out of here, chat. Go away.
No, game 3 is not tonight after this. Both players would kill us. Well, let me rephrase that. Fury's the dead one. I'm the accomplice, just by proxy, I think. And so that means I probably should make my living will, too.
I would think so.
It's going to be my fault. There's no way around it. It's going to be my fault just because of how notoriously bad my seed rolls are. There's level 2 right by start.
You know, the sad part about all of this is we haven't even seen level 9 yet.
Yeah.
It's not a guarantee that that's a free level 9.
Shton got the banana canted in, so it's karma. Oh, this will be a drop, I think. No, wait, yes? Yeah, it's the key drop room. Yeah, so drops are not shuffled. Or if they are, they're shuffled very poorly. No, is that normally a bomb in there? Or is that a key? I'm trying to remember top route for 3. Is that shoot room normally a key or a bomb? It's a key? Okay. So they are shuffled, but the boss rooms did not get shuffled.
Yes.
Quick? This is a Trolley 3, by the way, with that old man there, blocking the only way to the boss item. I'm pretty sure Kance is not going to come in for an interview after this. Once he realizes that boss rooms are in their place, he's going to be mad.
Well, he just killed another boss room, so let's see if that gives him some motivation to go back to 6, 7, or 8. So those are the ones he hasn't.
Yep. This is the drop room. That's a heart container. So that's the banana drop room. Oh, wow. Vanilla to This game.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, Phil? A whole bunch of garbage fires. We've hit the point of no return. Shton can now get to 9. Can't whistle there. Feels bad. It's a combination of heart shuffle, boss rooms, not shuffling, and dumpster fires. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is how the blame gets passed to me. I see. Oh, dear God. We've already moved on from Blame Fury. I see how it is. It's my fault now.
And it looks like we are joined by the people that were watching the other I think it was best of 3, the first 2 races, I think, on SpeedGaming. Yes. So it looks like they've wrapped up. So what you're walking into is the death of me, probably, and Dave. And
Yeah.
a little bit of a trolley seed that we just now solved as of the last probably 5 minutes on Shton's side.
And while Sean's in 9 and we switch our audio over, it's important to note that because of the floor drops item situation, you want to go up as much as possible here. Because Zelda's probably going to be in her room. Just based on these drops.
I think both runners are going to, if they both make it into 9, are going to realize that they have to go up based on how every other situation has presented itself thus far, with triforces being their own room, floor drops being their own room.
Say far away, huh? Got it. Well, if Shton hears bacon, it's probably down. Ganon's in his room.
Yeah, that's even more evidence against...
oh, well, Shton
okay.
would have loved that last race. Boy, howdy, let me tell you. That would have saved Shton a lot of heartache. So, Shton can Kananaki here if he wants to. I don't know if he knows how to. Basically, what happens is the game's really bad at figuring out how doors open. And so all the doors unlock at the same time. And if you don't have a key, you press into a door that's unlocking like a shutter door. The game thinks that, hey, there's a key there. I can unlock this door. And decides to allow you to go through it. Interesting fact, the any key probably, there's a, 2 in 3 chance the any key's just in this dungeon?
Did not see how many items Shton picked up in level 2, and we don't know the item in, level 6?
Yeah.
So it's like a 40% chance?
Yeah. We're missing, like, only the 2 most important things here, an any key and a book.
Well, there's another component to that boomstick setup.
I don't think we saw a book for sale.
I know, but we don't have that wand either.
No, for the knowledge, though. Like, for hints.
We're assuming that it's not deceptive or something trolley won't.
Yeah.
That
Oh, no. What a terrible room to pop out into. Like, hello?
There's a key, though.
Yeah, there is a key, though. And Shton's got to be careful with his keys now.
You can't bomb up. It's vanilla one.
No. If you bomb up from that room and it works, we need to call Fred because the game broke itself again. And it wouldn't be my fault, chat. Don't even think about putting the blame on me. I'm looking at you, chat. Oh.
You're just spawning the stuff on you now, so...
I know. Oh!
Will Shton find the bomb hole?
Oh no! A key! God, you don't want to use that like immediately. You'd rather bomb around right now. So because it's full first quest, the doors cannot, or these things cannot be, what you call it. Dave only breaks controllers, not wrong.
You're bombing left and right in these rooms, so this won't be Zelda, but it will potentially lead you to a room with another key or a staircase.
I was about to say, if you're Shton here, you got to be clearing these rooms out because you need keys badly. One good thing about her being in her room is you can suss it out a little bit better just by bombing walls. And if you run across a 3-prong that you can't bomb around, then there's a really good chance it's it. Yeah, compass with there's all the reasons in the world to clear these rooms out.
Where is Cantaloupe going?
Cantaloupe's going back into 6.
And it was a heart there too, wasn't it? Oh wait, this is 7.
That's 7? Oh yeah, that was a heart. 6 we don't know because Shton got bomb blocked out of.
Yeah, I don't think the floor heart will not help him on this one.
No, why is Shton not... I'm trying to figure out why Shton's not bombing left and right in that one room there. Oh, because he can go up from here, I guess? Yeah, that makes sense then. So try bombing left in this room. Like, you can't rely on your traditional, normal ways of navigating 9 when you don't have keys. You have to use your bombs a lot more frequently than you'd like to when you're keyless. Oh boy.
Now, looks like we're getting kind of pinched into a key door to get left, potentially.
Possibly. I mean, there's still bombing down here that can work. One thing that scares me is you couldn't go up from start. And anytime I see that, I immediately get scared that Zelda's like right around the corner.
Normally I would agree with you, but given that it's kind of force up, I almost think you would need a staircase if you were to get over there in that general vicinity. I don't think it would be an easy route, per se.
Yeah. God, bomb walls in this dungeon are just bad. So you can Canana Key here, like I said earlier. I don't know, as I said earlier, if Shton knows how to do it. And this is where learning Canana Key is extremely helpful.
It's like Cantaloupe is getting closer to that heart container that's in the boss room.
So if you go up, I wonder if Shton has tried bombing right from this room here.
Alright, here comes Cantaloupe's heart container. This is another boss room, so there's still hope that he realizes now that he's got both items that can go into level 8 and look for a boss.
Yeah.
Or level 6, or just the knowledge that he has those 2 dungeons with boss rooms that he can clear is something that I'm hoping he kind of gets, because I mean, we saw it in game 1. Cantaloupeme was a little bit behind getting into level 9 and turned it on at the end and managed to catch up to Shton. And that's what put us in the current situation we're in game 2. Alright, he's going back into level 8. Will he go find the Goma and kill the Goma in this dungeon?
Oh, this level 9's brutal for Shton, because there's no bomb holes anywhere. And being out of keys means you're basically out of luck. And I don't remember if he's bombed right here or not. Apparently he has now. I know he has not bombed right in this room. Oh boy, there's a bomb hole. There's a push block. There's a key.
He looks at his map, so he knows key is not to be used to go up here for sure. And just because there's that corner drop doesn't mean that block won't push. It's potentially a situation where those have now infiltrated our staircases, depending on the flags.
Yeah, I don't think it can because this is all straight first quest.
You would think that.
But you rolled it, so who knows? I 100% agree with this decision of just killing the Patra and then oh, well, Patra had the map. Who knew?
That's Fred.
I would 110% go right here and check up.
Yeah, but the flag in question here is remove most open stairs, and it is 50-50 for this. So that's why I said that there is a potential for
I
that.
see.
All right, will Calo go to the top right now in this dungeon, or will he continue kind of looking around like
This
Shton
is-
did earlier?
This is interesting because now Shton's found at least 3 staircases in this very blocked off corner. Dark nuts are the worst enemy. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Dark nuts are the worst. If he finds an enemy key, he's thrilled. Oh my god!
Oh,
Lookout World.
the biggest find.
That is. I'm just gonna. Anybody want some lottery numbers tonight?
Well, of course, now we're kind of rooting for the book to be in the next staircase he tries to transport through.
24, 7, 16, 5, 39. This is a huge thing for Shton because this opens up the entire dungeon. It's a Panzer's world. We're just living in it. Oh, man. The Powerball is 42. And now I sound like one of those official lottery pullers.
Cantaloupe's looking at this blue wizard room, which, you know, you look for trolley rooms when you're kind of...
Yeah. Well, and
This is,
you know,
unfortunately, just a trolley room and nothing more.
quote the Fury, nevermore.
Now, is he going to go up in this room?
Nope.
Go right first.
He's
going
gonna
to kill
have to.
this Goma, because he has to.
I was about to say he doesn't have a choice in this.
Well, I mean, he could just up an A and say goodbye, but that would be unfortunate. Will he go up now? Up is the answer. Up.
Up.
And he is going up for now. Will he go up again?
Or is he going to clear this room? Thank
He's
God he
going
didn't clear
up.
that room.
Now is he going to go right? If he goes right, he's going to walk into the boss room he needs to go into. It may be too little too late, but he's going to see the answer after all this.
While Shton's just like looking. Shton knows he needs to be looking for a left up. Oh, goodness.
And that pause you saw there, that is the pause
Of
where he
hatred.
was looking to... Yeah, he's trying to figure out where I lived at that point.
Yeah, that's Googling.
It's not over again until it's over. It might
Yeah.
be soon because there's only a handful more rooms, but
It's also really important for Shton to bomb up into certain rooms. Just because it could be Zelda. At least he's going to get lucky with the first dungeon he goes to. Like, that being said, because that key door's there, you have to assume that it's not her. Just because we assume that she's in her room at this point. Up? Oh, this could still be up from here, interestingly enough.
Yep. Can be a shutter door.
Go up. Just go up, Shton. Believe in the heart of the cards or something. Oh. Okay. Well,
Nope.
the heart of the cards have failed me. Compass. That's what this is. This is a shortcut to the compass. Yeah. Okay, I was kidding! And there goes the battle, ladies and gentlemen. He's gonna have to bomb up into this room, and then he's clear. Bomb up, Shton. Bomb up, Shton. Oh my, Shton. It's literally the answer. Oh my gosh. He thinks Ganon's forced. If he looks at his mini-map, he knows he's been all around it. Oh my gosh. You've been all around it. Shton, why? You've been all around it. Just use one bomb. We all have to learn things, yeah. And we know, like, you have to assume that you have to bomb up in there. Like, that was the route. That was 110% the route to go. Yeah, I agree. 110% that this is just, you know, fatigue setting in and you're not thinking straight. Now, if you bomb, you've already bombed here, Shton. You know this. So if you can't go in any of the three sides with a shutter door, you have to bomb up. I'm really hoping he realizes that that's a huge mistake he's made.
I think once he sees all three sides are locked up, that I would think that would be the clue that puts him on the path. It's just a question of whether or not Cantaloupe walks his way into the general location. Because
Yeah.
he's only 2 rooms away now, 3 rooms away.
Yeah.
He doesn't know that, but if he goes left here and goes up a whole bunch, he's basically on the path to an open Zelda through a bomb wall.
Oh, where does Shton have to go? Shton has to take this the staircase in the lower right corner that he found earlier.
I believe it's this one with the Gibdo's Garden. That was the one that led him over in that general area, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like, this whole thing's a trap. Like, okay, you know she's to the right. Stop playing with the light, like Shton. Shton.
This is the point where he should clue in, though, right? I mean,
Yeah, this is 100% where he should realize that he needs to go right over. I don't know why he's clearing that room. That makes no sense. Unless he's thinking that this is
magical staircase.
Yeah, that's a distinct possibility, even though I don't understand anymore, Fury. Well, that's obviously not her. Oh, he's gonna die here. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. We're just gonna let you all watch it. Fine, Genos. Shton finds Zelda.
Well, I think for the last hour, I've actually ruled Cantaloupe out of being able to win this, and suddenly I'm not so sure anymore. Again, and that was right
I'm
in that
so
assumption.
lost on where I even need to be. Are you saying you don't want to see a game 3 of this, Puds? Like, I'm legitimately trying to figure out where Shton's going now because he was right there. He was one room below her.
I'm just going to go with the same assumption I had before that. I don't think he's
Understands all the plans.
I don't think he thinks that there's a direct route in. That's what I think's going on. If he thought there was a direct route in, he would have bombed all 3 walls around the perimeter of that room.
Well, and the worst part is he bombed 2 of them. He bombed the left and the right. Like, a staircase can't lead to Zelda. Oh, it can now? I thought Fred removed that. Where you can't.
So the magical staircase is not going to happen in this specific seed only because Zelda is in her room and it's got nothing to do with Second Quest 9.
Okay. Yeah.
But if it were Second Quest 9, you could, in theory,
have
a one-way staircase into Zelda's room if it was unlocked and ready for you to walk into.
Yeah. That makes sense. I will agree with that. But, like, there's not going to be a direct transport in there.
Correct, but that's the only thing that I can kind of see that Shton would be clearing these rooms for.
I just hope one of these takes him sort of close back to where he was, so he can go back to that one room.
I think the real battle here is, will Cantaloupeme find the correct path to Zelda before
he runs out of keys?
Before Shton runs out of rooms to clear and staircases to clear, because once he runs out of rooms and staircases, he's probably going to go back up and rebomb all the walls, and at that point, I think he'll solve it. So I think it's just a race for Cantaloupe to find the compass or find Zelda.
Wow, what a beefy, whatever this thing is, manhandler.
Yes, to answer chat, she can definitely be in a spiral staircase room, except that in this specific seed, given our extensive knowledge of just about every dungeon and where all the triforces and items have been, we know it's definitely Zelda's room. Zelda. So it can definitely be spiral or push block or whatever kind of staircase to staircase. But we were trying to solve a way that she could have a one-way into her room. That's just not going to happen in all First Quest.
Kanta's really close here. Oh, but can't go that way. Oh my gosh, this game's awful. I mean, if you're Shton, what do you think happened? Like, do you just assume that, you know, you can bomb up into her room?
I think once you clear every room and know that there can't be any of those rooms, you then assume that, okay, I've clearly messed up. Turn around, you go bomb. That's potentially when his win condition hits at this point.
Canta is in trouble with his key situation.
Yeah, he doesn't need too many more keys to be in the right area, though. If he goes up here and right, it's in that general column, I think.
Yeah.
Well, 2 more.
Oh, well, he's fine on keys now.
Compass is a little bit further up. He's going to eventually run into it in a dark room.
Oh, he might take the staircase, which is scary for him. Oh, this is east side, unfortunately. Here's the wand. That puts your book in level 6.
Likely.
Or 2. One of those two, 6 or 2. Take your pick. So now that he's done that, I'm hoping he realizes that he needs to find his way back. I don't know how Shton tracks his 9. So I can't tell you whether or not he remembers how to get back to that particular set of rooms.
I don't think anybody's trolling. I think this is a misunderstanding of
Every
how
flag.
these flags. Well, it's just flags you don't play with all the time, so you don't always know what's on and what's off.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why I would have been good with this, is because I do know extensively how these flags work. You know, except for very weird situations. That being said, Sean needs to go take that staircase, I think.
But there's 2 rooms he hasn't seen yet. They're both to the right. So that's his conditions kind of achieved once he goes down here and sees that there's no staircase. And if there is, it's a sad day.
Yeah, no, he's out of staircases.
All right. So now he's seen every room except for the bottom tooth and like that little double tooth in the middle.
And I'm really hoping he just tries to bomb into Zelda's room from the top. You know, that's what you're really hoping for at this point. Okay, so no, you okay, Shton, buddy, Shton pal. You can do it. I believe in you.
Will he go in below?
Oh, now he's out of bombs.
Oh man. Well, this didn't even bomb open anyway, so.
No, but now he has to. I don't know if there's a walking path back or not to this particular spot that he wants to go to.
There is a way to get over there. You just have to go down most of the way into the bottom.
And then all the way back up.
And then go back up. Yep.
So hopefully he'll find a bomb on the way there.
Well, the good news is there's quite a few enemies in this level 9 that are going to drop some bombs, so I think he'll, like this room, for example, he can clear this room up, want it, and pick up bombs, or there's probably going to be another 3 or 4 that have red dark nuts and gibdos.
I'm just hoping he wants to kill them now.
If he wants to go through this room, he would have to.
Yeah, 7. We're long past that point of return here. I don't think this takes him where he wants to go. I mean, it sort of does. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Does this take him where he wants to go? I can't remember.
Well, here we go, though. Cantaloupe's
gonna...
really close. Like, he's gonna kill this room. This is the compass room. And when he does that, I don't think he's gonna miss the bomb wall.
No. No, this was Shton's to win, and lack of understanding of how non-force Zelda works is gonna give it to Fap.
But this is the way a lot of people have to kind of learn. You know, I sat there and had to suffer through Jay Coper and Cancer Dave seeds at like midnight to 3 a.m. in the morning. We used to play those late. So this is just some learning experience for some of the people that didn't get that opportunity to get trolled real heavily and kind of just pick up races.
That is true.
Don't really exist in the same quantity that they used to.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you guys want to practice these, no matter what the time, go into the Discord, start races, ask around, play around with these flags so you guys understand how these work. If you ever have questions on how any flag works, feel free to DM me. I know I'm not active in there as much anymore, but I will be more than happy to explain any level of flag combinations for you guys that may end up in a situation where, like, oh yeah, that can happen because this flag's on. Yeah, PNGenos, any of the, I won't say old school people, but definitely any of the people that are well versed in this. GG to FAP at like 2:22. I don't know what the official SRO time was. I'm not in there. This was awful. Like, there's no other way around it. This was just awful. 2:23:27. Ah, you feel for Shton in this situation. You really do, because he was there. If he had just tried dropping a bomb to go up into her room, that was it. You know, and there's just a whole... This seed presented a wildfire storm of things that, if you don't understand how a flag works or what you're looking for in a flag, you will get confused.
I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the door to run for my life.
Yep. Bye, Fury.
Oh, wait just a minute, Fury.
GG Canta. I'm not going to say well played. I'm going to say good job slugging through it, because that was ugly.
Okay. It took me forever to figure out what was going on there at the end. I didn't realize only one heart was transferred over into a dungeon. I thought it was going to be two. I mean, you know, I didn't realize there was going to be one item that was going to be a heart but a pickup at the same.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that. And then as soon as I did, I was like, wait a minute. I figured that would be a lot more shuffle than just a single bloody item. And that's what it was. It was one item, and it was the item we needed. I knew I needed to find level 2. I knew I looked everywhere twice. You probably saw me on my map going around several times. And Fury, you're be glad this is a PG stream, sir.
Another thing you did not notice for the longest time. We'll go over this list because I've been keeping lists of things that runners have missed on this one. You did not notice that all boss rooms contained a floor drop of either a heart or an item.
No, I didn't know that was a flag.
Yep. One of the big clues so you notice you found the compass in a blank room for Zelda. That's normally there.
Right.
All the Triforces were in their normal rooms, quote unquote.
Yep, that I knew.
So those are all good indications that the items weren't shuffled around, and especially after you killed Gliak and got the bow out of one. That room was Aquamentus' room, and I thought that's where you'd get the idea, because you'd already found silvers in the boomerang drop room in one, that's where you needed to go.
No, I was clueless on that. That was a feature I did not know was a thing, and that, you know, I'll be honest, Troy saw me in the SRL chat. I was like, okay, is this an April Fool's seed? I mean, is there a joke to this? You know?
Yeah.
I honestly expected this seed to not be completable because I was expecting a troll.
Yeah. Sean, welcome. I'm sorry. King Doll, the 2 vanilla for FAP.
Well, we talked about it a little bit in the IRC, but unfortunately, Zelda's bomb wall was the ultimate troll in the end for you. So it's a bit of an unfortunate way to go out, but GG's on both races, especially the first one, man. That one, you two are neck and neck pretty much all the way to the end.
Yeah. So I don't know what was said in IRC, but if you ever have a seed that's rolled where it's non-force Ganon, her room can be blocked in by any wall, be it bomb, shutter, or key, or open.
I found Ganon really quick and killed him, so I just assumed, I didn't even think about him not being required because I already killed him. So.
Yeah. And I'll go over the same thing I was going over with Cantaloupe. I think you figured it out a little faster, but I don't think you really figured out why. All the boss rooms that are in vanilla all contained a boss, all contained a floor drop that was either a heart or an item.
Okay.
So in one you had Aquamentus's room, which was the Gliok where you got the bow. In one you also had the Boomerang room, which had the Pole's voice in it. That is the Boomerang where you got your silvers out of. You cleared out the Big Dogger in 2. That was the desert room where the Dodongo is, which is the heart container. Then you also cleared out 5 with the 4-shooter room. That was the Dodongo, which was another heart container. And you all played great, and I'm so sorry that you all did back-to-back, because honestly, coming into this with a fresh mindset probably would have been better versus running back.
I was never going to find the power bracelet.
Where you found the power bracelet, that was normally the 4-headed Gliok room out of 8. And now it's all making sense.
Yeah, I just wasn't aware those were flags in this. I mean, I thought I went over them all, but I guess I just missed that. And that's, I didn't know that was a flag. I had no idea. In my head, I was thinking, okay, there's only a couple heart containers shuffled, and that's what I was thinking what happened. And then of course I'm going through the items remaining in my head. I'm like, wait a minute, there's more than four items remaining, because we never found the book, wand,
any key,
any key, red candle. I'm thinking,
power
okay,
bracelet,
yeah, hearts have to be shuffled. And I knew 2 was power bracelet blocked after I checked the Wrath potion spot. I thought that was going to be it. I was like, okay, power bracelet in 9, not required. Boom, we're good to go. And then when I saw that, I was pulling my hair out, and I'm glad my mic was muted. I was saying so many things.
And Fab, you can't afford to pull your hair out. You don't have much more left.
Oh, actually, I got quite a bit now. If you look on my camera, actually, because I'm in quarantine and I can't go get my hair cut. So.
No, so the flag that was off, I believe, was under dungeon items, and it's the shuffle dungeon drops flag.
Mm-hmm.
So if selected dungeon drops, Triforce, heart container, keys, compass, maps, etc. will be shuffled. I think that was off because Patra had a map, as we found out from Shton when Shton killed the Patra. And then in that dark room, both of you found that compass in 9.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, I'm going to Zelda. And I just took a hope and a prayer that a bomb would do it, because I knew that a bomb could enter the room still. But with the way everything was, like, Ganon's vanilla room, that told me that Zelda had to be entered from below. So that part I knew, and I just rolled with that, and somehow I got lucky on that bomb.
Yeah. Like, both games, I watched both games, and I was just... I enjoyed both of them, and both of them, you will both hear... I was calling so many things that I started rattling off lottery numbers. It was actually funny. I deafened Fury with my yelling and my screeching. And
I'm gonna kick Fury in the kneecaps the next time I see him.
Home address.
Yeah, I'm sure when I walk into Cantaloupe's stream, I'll see the sword gone from my name, and I'll try and talk, and won't let me do anything.
Oh yeah, you're going to get a purge for this one next time I see you. A nice friendly purge. Yes, that's the only thing I could do to you from here.
Yeah. People were trying to blame me for this.
No, for once, Dave, you're innocent.
I know. And then people were saying, you're guilty by proxy. Dave's influence. Adiginos was like, this is Dave's fault anyway. So I'm like, uh-oh. Well. To be fair, it seems like every time I go around something or I roll something, like, it's hard to deny probable cause.
Speaking of roll something after that scene, I need to roll. Now I'm skin. Anyway.
Yeah.
A burrito. Yeah.
You guys did fantastic for what these things threw at you. And I would highly recommend playing with these. Not with this particular flag set of the random, but I would recommend playing individually with the flags that can and cannot be on.
Yeah.
and seeing what they do to the game, so you can look for patterns and information.
I was waiting for for you to finish like an hour ago, so I could just dot forfeit. I sat there and waited for 10 minutes just to see if you would finish.
That was a different. There was 2 different periods, I think, where I think Shton was kind of running in circles and he wasn't really sure exactly where to go, and then you had your 45 minutes or so of run around the overworld looking for maybe a second quest spot that was missed, and man,
Yeah.
it was a different situation for both of you too. One had kind of a different flag that was throwing him through a loop.
Yep.
But it made for an entertaining race, and I'm sure the VOD will be equally entertaining if you go back and watch it after.
I'm gonna need a lot of alcohol to watch that VOD.
But I think we've taken plenty of
Yes.
SpeedGaming's time at this point. I will say
let's take
thank
some
you.
more.
I will thank Answer Dave for me cashing in a favor and having him come to the booth and commentate this with me. I did not. You came in and you caused this, so congratulations. I'm Asak, who is our tracker. Thank you very much for coming in knowing exactly what you're getting into. And I'm sorry to both runners for what transpired with that roll. And
You know what?
The first one.
This is technically Shton's fault because he wanted a red ring roll.
No. I'm still not going. I cannot blame my opponent for this. I'm blaming all on Fury, and you should wear a protective cup the next time I see you as well.
Oh, okay.
Kick.
Yeah. But,
Well then, you're going to become a soprano, Fury. Congratulations.
And I'm going to go ahead and run away now. So, yeah. Thanks everybody for watching, and hopefully less shenanigans next time.
And please follow these runners, and please follow our tracker. Please follow Fury. I don't stream as much anymore due to real life.
Still follow Dave.
Oh, I'm okay at the game. But follow everybody, please. Like, these are all wonderful people, and you'll be hearing everybody say that throughout the tournament, and it's the God's honest truth. So, you all have a wonderful evening.